And I'm back in the house. Yeah, a lot has happened since I last talked to y'all. It's about a month ago. One of the things, completed another race, Bronx 10 miler. We're going to talk about that later. One of the things that have happened since I last talked to y'all is that I've officially joined the race team. And the race team that I joined is the Forest Park Runners Club. It's the nearest running club to where I live at. So that's one of the reasons why I joined it. Another reason, it's I went on a run with them about a couple of weeks ago, and just to kind of test them out, feel them out, and it was a very cool atmosphere. My work schedule is crazy, so I don't get to run enough as is, and I know some running clubs are kind of like strict with that or whatever. Where this running club, they're really easy and relaxed about it, and they were like, show up if you can, if not, no big deal. They generally do group runs Saturday and Sunday, 8 a.m. If you're in Queens, New York, it's normally about I think 10 or 15 of us that runs 5 miles. Some people run more because they're training for marathons and whatnot. But I like the group, like the vibe. They've been around a long time. And it's a cool thing to join a run club to run with people. I'm embracing that more, running in groups. I still will run by myself. It's therapeutic, but sometimes I like to run with groups. And one of the cool things about joining a group that's affiliated with New York Road Runner is one of the guys was telling me that each running club that's affiliated with them, they get 4 slots for the New York City Marathon. So that's kind of cool. I'm not going to run it this year because it's going to be coming soon, and my mind is not even thinking about full marathon to next year. My mind is focusing on these 3 to 4 races I got coming up, and that's it. But yeah. So I joined the run team, and that's dope. And Sunday was my first race as a member of the team. It was the Bronx 10 miler, and it was a cool race. It was hot out there for one. It's fall, but it was like they say it was like 71 degrees, but it had to be hotter. So the race was the course wasn't that bad. They say it was kind of hilly. Like I asked one of my team members because he ran this course before, and he described it exactly the way the course was. He said it's just rolling hills. There's nothing too tough, and he was right. And that's another advantage of joining a race team, especially an experienced one. You can kind of ask them about the course and how is it, and they'll give you little tips. And he gave me a little tip to prepare myself for it. And yeah, he was right on point. It was rolling hills, and but the main thing, like I said before, one thing you can't prepare for is the weather. And it was just so hot. Because normally I have a strategy where I try to hit every other water station, but I kind of threw that out the window after mile like 4 or 5, and I was like, I'm going to hit every water station because it's just so hot, and you got to hydrate yourself. That's one thing. I mean, it's great to get a personal best time or whatever, but you got to hydrate yourself because the last thing you want to do is kind of fall out and pass out and whatnot. You don't do that. I mean, you can always live for tomorrow, and you could run, a personal best later. You got to worry about yourself. Funny enough, though, I did score personal best at 10 miles. What was my time? It was like an hour and 40 minutes. I ran this same mileage in January, and that was like an hour 43. So I am getting faster. I didn't think it was a personal best because I just didn't feel it. I just wanted to get it over with. But yeah, what's the personal best? One thing that's very underrated about New Yorkers in New York City, and I find this to be true with the NYC half, and especially with this race. New Yorkers will cheer you on. And these was just like strange people. They were holding up signs, giving you high fives, cheering you on. Yeah, keep going, keep going. And that is so dope. Because that does motivate you to keep you going. Because I remember earlier race in March, my NYC half, and that one I was unprepared on so many levels, and I was just ready to quit. And we ran out of Central Park, and when we ran out of Central Park and we hit the streets and we headed down Times Square, it hit me. I was like, wow, this is why people do this. And the love and the support that people were cheering you on, I was like, no, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to push through and finish at least. So, and I did that, and it's just, yeah, it gives you a lot of energy, especially going down Times Square at that time or whatever, because the only time they shut down Times Square, like I said before, is New Year's Eve, and they shut it down for this race. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, that's very underrated by New Yorkers. Like, they will cheer you on and show out and whatnot. And then another cool thing about this race, not a Yankee fan, I'm a Met fan. Let's go Mets. But another cool thing about the race is the finish line was right, like legit right by Yankee Stadium. I heard they changed that from last year. Last year wasn't like that. This year it was, and that was so dope or whatever. That's pretty cool. It was so hot. I didn't care where the finish line was, but if you're a Yankee fan, New Yorker, it was that much special to you or whatnot. So I did that. My next race is in about 2 weeks. So basically, I was just using this race to get ready for the next race, and that is the Staten Island half. And I hear this course, the hills are no joke. Never been to Staten Island, drove through it, but yeah, I've heard it's pretty hilly. Last year, I didn't run this race, but I heard that one of the main problems, it was a monsoon up there. It was like it rained so much. So again, how do you prepare for that? You can't. If it rains, you just gotta suck it up, do the best you can. If it doesn't rain, that's great for me, but it's not gonna melt. The water's not gonna melt you, so you just gotta do the best you can. Now I'm pretty sure if it's thunder out there and it's dangerous, they'll cancel the race because they're not trying to get anybody struck by lightning or anything like that or whatever. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that race comes along, and then I think after that I have a turkey trot. And then I have a race in Baltimore in December. I have a free race entry that I won. And I might be doing that one solo. I was hoping to go out with the family, but wifey might be getting a new job. She can't really take off, so we'll see. But I really would like to run that one because I hear that race is a flat course, and that's the perfect course to kind of get a personal best at the half. I don't think I'm gonna get it with this Staten Island, because of the course is so tough, but you never know. You never know. That's the great thing about racing or whatever. You just never know. You just have all these doubts inside your head before you start the race, and then I just say to myself, Keith, just shut up and run. And this is what I do. Do the best I can, hope for the best, and see how it ends. Alright, let me go to bed. It is late. Love this medal. It's a dope medal. Have a good night. All about the bling.